Assalamu alaikum everyone, and Bitcoin is coming down, and I want to go into the 4-hour time frame. And as I told you yesterday, that you do have this little bit of a pennant, but the title was wait for the break. Okay, so the break didn't really happen to the upside to continue all the way up to $38,000. And I've actually mentioned this before in the video as well, that you do have a regular bearish divergence. The prices are moving sideways, the RSI is climbing to the downside. Okay, it's a slope. Now at this point of time, Bitcoin is now trying to move another sideways like this. Now there are chances where you may see Bitcoin still coming up and taking that stop loss and eventually dropping down. I told you, I don't think sometimes Bitcoin is interested to just drop all of a sudden. It can do that, but according to the history, consolidation is the way to go, okay? Consolidations. Now, for example, you came down here, made a huge pump, you consolidate a little bit, made a bear flag, and then you went to the downside. When you started pumping, I just want to show you the history of Bitcoin. Sometimes you just can keep going up, consolidate, and still keep climbing up, come down and consolidate. Things like this may happen for Bitcoin, okay? And again, the history says it all. Go up, consolidate a little bit, and then in the future go to the downside. So it's not a pump and all of a sudden a retest. It's actually a pump and more of a consolidation than a dump. And then again, this may still happen in the future as well. Go up, consolidate, and then finally drop down. This is another thing. Come down, consolidate, and then move to the upside. Now you're up here. You still may go up there and consolidate even more, and then finally drop down there. So is $38,000 still in play? Could be in play. We can still touch $38,000. But considering the fact that you've just broken above that resistance, it will be really, really good if we see Bitcoin retesting other than just making a sudden pump to the upside. But if things do get bullish, I cannot say anything. I'm not in control of it. So we may just see everything pushing up. Again, on the 4-hour time frame, it's really, really overextended. Look at that. This is just a very big pump, and maybe just a small cool down really makes a lot of sense to me right there. Now, thing is, it all depends on how like what the emotions of people really are. If people are now excited all of a sudden, if a lot of people try to long Bitcoin from here, Bitcoin may actually make a flash crash down just to take the stop losses. So if people are going to turn like 70 to 80% of traders do turn bullish now, then the dump may happen a little bit faster. The reason of more consolidation here back in history is because right here it was just a boring market. You didn't have too much of people who are bearish. We didn't have too much of people who are bullish. So it was more like, okay, a dogfight between the bears and the bulls all the time, okay? And if the market goes down and get a little bit bearish, you pump a little bit up, you get a little bit bullish, you pump it a little bit down. So it was more like a consolidation. But in here, we can actually see pumps and dumps and pumps, which is just more like an impulsive move up and a correction down and another impulsive move to the upside. But my ultimate plan is that I want to really see Bitcoin coming down here, retest the trend line at $30,000, hold the 30,000, and even if it holds 29,000, okay? So 30 to 29 is where I want Bitcoin to come down and retest. When you do that, I want to take a trade and maybe ride it all the way up to $47,000, which is the main technical target for this whole pattern. And that's it for this quick update on Bitcoin. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.